Good morning, Colin.
Good morning.
Thank you for being available for giving the highlights of yesterday's session on the smart networks and services. It was one of the convened sessions that we all agreed within the STING committee would be important to have here for the whole community. What are the main takeaways from this session?
Well, thank you for inviting me to try and summarise an hour-and-a-half session in 2 minutes. Let's see how I can.
Exactly.
So I think we're all aware that Smart Network and Services is a major new partnership for the European community trying to focus on 6G research, lay the foundations. And in yesterday's session, what we tried to do is we tried to give some of the background, why we think this is important, and what are the key objectives we're trying to achieve. What is the partnership trying to achieve? Clearly, it's trying to invest 800 million euros or 900 million euros of public funding over the next 6 years in 6G research. What's it trying to achieve? And we tried to cover those issues. And beyond that, we tried to give a rough status of where we are today. So the fact that we have closed the first call for the first set of projects. So this is the call for about 35 projects. It should be starting in January next year. The proposals are in, they're being evaluated. And we then talked about what's now current, and that is trying to increase the community involved in smart network and services. We need a really broad community to make sure we have the right solutions for 6G. And then we are working on the next work programme, the next set of projects, trying to ensure that we have the right technical areas, the right research directions for Europe and the world going forward.
So that 6G is a huge success, as the previous ones.
Well, 6G is still very early in the story, so whether it will be a success or a failure is for us to do. Hopefully it will be very important. I think we can see the sort of trends in the world, and we can see that, shall we say, cellular systems or mobile communications. I think COVID brought this home to us, how vital they are to our world. But it goes beyond just personal communications and teenagers with smartphones. It's now underpinning a lot of our industry. It's providing real commercial advantage to many sectors, be that smart cities or industry or agriculture or media. This whole digitalization is based on mobile communications, and that's why it's becoming increasingly important and why we now need to start looking at 6G, not for a solution today, but to make sure in the future, in 2030, 2030 plus, Europe has access to this technology, has influence on this technology, and stays competitive.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.